Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Let's continue on with our best of 3 here, which I hope you have already been following. If you haven't, the links to the previous games, there's 2 previous games of course, as you can see from the title. They're actually in the description below. Now I do really recommend watching those before any spoilers are coming in this series. So our question of the series is, what is the most overpowered Starcraft 2 unit, in your opinion of course? And let me know in your comments below. It can be, you know what, I'm going to open this up to any expansion at all. If you want to comment on some, one of the previous expansions, that's fine, or even StarCraft 1 if you prefer. Leave your comments in that comment section below. So let's introduce our 2 players very quickly. On the top right hand side of Lerilak Crest, we do have Neeb, also known as Neeblet in this game. He is hailing to us from the United States, and he is on Team Fnatic. His opponent is Dayshi, spawning as the red Terran on the bottom right hand side here. He is on Team Millenium, and he is from France. Now the scores are about to be displayed, so spoilers are now very shortly coming. And there you go, 1 apiece. Each of our players has now taken 1 victory, which of course we're guaranteed at least 4 games in this series. Of course, as being a best of 5, it's up to the first 3 wins. And let's see how our players both play here. Now, it looks like our Terran player decides to go for 2 gases at the very beginning, which suggests that he might go for either a Banshee play or just basically a 1-1-1 build with Marine Marauders and of course Siege Tanks. Or Medevacs even. Cybernetics core coming down after just 1 Nexus. Now, just to note that Cybernetics core was after the Nexus. And second gas coming down here from Neeb as well. Now, question here is going to be, is that going to be an early robotics facility, or is it going to be a Stargate? It appears that Neeb is quite fond of both. He's in our previous games, on one game he started with a Stargate if I remember right, and on the other one a robotics facility. So let's see what he does in this one. I'm going to assume that he's not going to start off with that tech too early now, at least not before this expansion is fully up, because of course he'll get scouted right here right now, and also the fact that he just won't have enough economy to actually support that. And let's see, yeah, we do have a 1-1-1 build coming out here, and we do also have a Hellion on the way as well. Okay, and there we go. Neeb is now going to scout this out. He's obviously gone through all 3 bases already at this point. Obviously, the only choice left was this base, but now he can see that there's no base yet. There's no expansion on the way. And he can also see that, obviously he's blocked off, so there's no cheese going on. And that there's quite a standard game on the horizon. So it looks like a robotics facility is the choice of tech here. So we're going to potentially see either War Prism or Immortals. I'm going to assume it's War Prism, because they're of course very handy for breaking into the back of a Terran base, because there is that really annoying block which a lot of Protoss players don't like dealing with, because with the depths it's absolutely impossible to actually break through it. Well, not impossible, but against a good player he'll never let you do that. So let's see, his second base almost fully saturated at this point. Does look like he's thrown down 2 more gateways and a pylon in the back, which honestly, the positioning of that, I'm going to think that this is either for defense or of course for a starport. But if I had to bet on it, he will possibly put down a Stargate behind it later on. So let's see, there's a drop going down here already. Oh, let's see, overcharge is going down. Is he going to manage to snipe off the Mothership core? That'll be an absolutely huge blow right now. And no, he just decides to focus down a few units, which is fine. Starting to do a bit of damage. Isn't going to be able to snipe down the robotics facility. He just doesn't quite have enough damage for it. And now with 2 overcharges here, these Marines are in a lot of trouble. So it looks like Dayshi just not focusing on this base right now. Does have the Hellion in here now. It's only taken 1 kill so far. Gets taken out, which means that it's probably not paid for itself at this point. Command center is now finally going down, so it looks like he is interested in expanding. Now, I have a feeling that he's going to have no problem at all holding this off. I mean, Neeblet is not building any sort of attacking units. He's just basically sitting inside his base and not doing a whole lot. Ooh, that was very close timing here. Now in terms of workers lost, it does look like Neeb is the only one that's lost workers so far. 4 probes taken out. And that was of course just a few moments ago. And this is kind of denying. I think he could still probably mine on a few of these. If he just manually selected for 2 on each of these, he should be able to mine it. And there we go, sacrificing a few stalkers to take this out. Probably worth it, because of course he's losing a lot of mining time on this. So lost 2 stalkers in total. It looks like we have something else going down here. It's a siege tank harass. Starting to work away at these units. And another liberator coming up here. Ooh, very risky there. Almost losing that siege tank. Gonna have to be very careful here. 1 stalker. 2 stalkers taken out, and the siege tank not able to reach anything else here. Now this observer already seen that there is an expansion here, already starting to saturate that as well. Ooh, just about missing that last hit on the siege tank. And he's just being annoying at this point. Now this medevac will definitely want to be very careful right now. If he gets sniped off, that's going to be a very expensive loss for him. And both players sitting on quite a lot of minerals. That's quite interesting, to be honest. And this force right at the front of Dayshi's base. Honestly, I think that Dayshi's probably fine holding off it. He's got 3 tanks. He's got a bunker and a bunch of marines in place, and also even has a liberator in place as well, just prepared to use the defender circle, which I think is actually just fine. He's going to be able to hold off here, not too worried. The only thing of course is, if we have this drop here with 4 adepts, he could snipe off a part of the back mineral line. If he does that, oh no, these marines getting out of place. Beautiful force fields here, just preventing them from running. And that was a nice pick off here for Dayshi. Let's see what he's going, for Neeblet I mean. Let's see what he's going to do with the back mineral line here. Oh my god, all of these adepts straight in here, starting to do a lot of damage. And as you can see here, the tank's just arriving a tad bit too late. And at this point, the worker count for Dayshi, Neeb is doing so well right now against him. He's destroyed so much of his mineral line. And there we go, managing to break in here. I don't think this bunker is going to hold out for very long. And this liberator also might take out 1 unit. No, does not even manage to do that. And reinforcements even being warmed in right now. There's 3 siege tanks on the high ground here. I think he might be able to hold off against these units, but at the same time, how much has he lost already, and will he be able to recover from it? Honestly, looking at the army supplies, I don't think he will. 6 to 34 and 21 workers to 50, and GG has been called. Neeb takes game number 2, bringing him up to 2 to 1 in favor of himself. Obviously. And that is it for game number 3 between Neeb and Dayshi. Neeb taking the second win here from the series. Hope you have enjoyed this. Of course, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And that's it. I'll leave you with our question of the series, which is, what is the most overpowered Starcraft unit of any expansion? If you want to explain, of course, you're very welcome to. That's it. Good luck, take care, and see you guys in game number 4.